Okay, sorry. We always seem to have just a little bit of tech issues, so I'm back with you. Um, so hi. Hi, and those of you that don't know me, I am Colleen Fletcher, and I do love trees, and I love meditation, and to popular demand, or I had a lot of people um, reaching out to me privately about what tree they wanted me to be with today. So it is the Daphne tree, or the my bush anyway, and it is so almost in bloom. Uh, so I'm super excited about this. Our theme for today is the sweetness of spring, and I have a different type of meditation for you today that we're going to do, which is it's called a bit more of like a waking meditation, or gazing is a lot of times what it is, and I'm just gonna combine a bunch of different things for you. It's gonna be a really, one that brings in and activates and nurtures every part about you right in this moment. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. And, the first thing that I want to do is get into our meditation and do the first meditation where we let go of that outside world. All that stuff we don't need to be thinking of, we don't need to be doing anything with it. We just need to let it go. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and breathe all the way down into your belly and low back, and just be in this moment. Continuing to take a couple of deep breaths, deep, relaxing, releasing breaths. I'd like you to take a deep breath into your low back and belly. And after you do that, I want you to raise up your shoulders to your ears and kind of hold for a moment, and then just allow them to drop down. And they will kind of bounce just a little. I'm just going to move my camera a bit more for you here. So you lift your shoulders up and you let them bounce. Doing that again. And that continues. It's like a little vibration for each of the muscles as well, especially in your neck. And it's a great time to release your jaw as well. Okay. So often what happens is people get tense, and they notice their tensions when they start processes like this, whether it's meditation or whatever you want to call it, calm down, have your chill time, anything like that. But you start to notice where you're tight and sore. And it is very difficult to move and to release your thoughts and your active brain if all you can really focus on is how tight your shoulders are. So for me, that's a big part of meditations, is to release your body as well, and to how to do that. So this is just a great response of of release, and it is like its own little, vibrations are a massage as well. So it's just a great way to release that tension in your shoulders. So let's get into really connecting again with a tree and in a bit of a different way. And I want to tell a story a bit first about how I came up with this process and where it starts from. Um, Years ago, when my kid was little, I knew someone that their daughter was about the same age. And she was telling me this story of when she was young, her mom, um, I think, I mean, it was quite a while ago, so I'm just trying to remember the whole process with it. But I think that it was just during when the young girl had started menstruation that the mom had taken each of her fingertips and dipped them in honey to bring in the sweetness of life with that stage of life. So it was a shift of stages of life. So throughout the years, I remembered that story, and I just really enjoyed it. Well, I didn't have a girl, I have a boy, and so I obviously couldn't do some of those processes with him, but what I really could do was to bring in just that whole concept of always having the sweetness of life and finding joy, and with everything you do, with everything you touch, to have it be sweet and filled with joy and happiness and kindness. And if any of you don't know, I am a massage therapist as well, and that's what I have done for 20, almost 27 years now. I'm also an esthetician, so all of those things are very, very tactile. And I have a very interesting sense of touch after all these years. My fingerprints are getting worn away, so I've kind of lost that, but I still have that concept and that the physical aspect as well of touch, and of a very, very light, subtle touch, and how powerful that light, subtle touch can be. And since it's a healing touch as well, one to always be filled with sweetness. So, what I want to combine here for you today, and as I said in the beginning, it's kind of a combination of gazing, and gazing is a meditation. I just really look at it, the simple way to describe that one is you're staring off into space, so anything just like where you're gazing and then seeing you can use it to look at auras, you can use it to look at just the beauty of something, but I want to combine all of these for you. And I'm going to pull my Daphne up here as much as I can. And I would not do this with any tree or any plant or anything that is in active bloom, because you'll be touching the nectar, and I think it's better to leave that for the bees, or all of the pollen. You don't want to be messing with those. The reason I'm going to do this right here now is that they haven't opened yet, and you can do it any which way. This is just a focus on springtime. Okay, so what you would do is I'm just going to very, very, very lightly kind of touch here. And any of you also that have heard me talk about the I am, being I am, and I am right here in this moment, right here with you. That's who I am and what I am. So what I'm going to do now though is shift this to I am, and it's a very, very, very light touch with it. Even if you're just with a plant inside, that works very, very well as well. I tried to get myself in my Daphne hair as much as possible, and I did a pretty good job. So my hair is probably going to go crazy with you too. But it's just a calming. And if you want to do it and to close your eyes and get into a full meditation, that's great. That's a perfect way to do it as well. Um, I personally just like this, and it's probably because I like the looks of trees as well, and blossoms make me super happy, so I like to look at them. But do just and what to notice with this is the how they feel, the very, very subtle aspect, and the lighter you touch things, the more you can feel. Um, or the different aspects of how you can feel things. Okay, so try it very, very, very lightly and notice how smooth is it? Are there different parts of it that are not quite as smooth? And again, it's very different when things are just about to bloom like this. You'll feel different things. So you can try it in different settings as well, or different seasons also. That's a great way to do it. Because like I'm looking at my peach tree here as well, which has stunning pink blooms. And if I can get over there today, I'll show you what those look like because they're equally as beautiful as this Daphne here. But just notice it, and then pull in the techniques that we've talked about with meditation, and breathing into your low back, and just have it be tactile. It's touch, and our physical bodies are so much a part of what we're trying to calm down with meditation. So that's really where this is going to go. So I am I am part of this Daphne. I am one with this, and just have it be. So I'm going to be quiet for a minute here, okay? So I can give you time to, I don't know, run, grab a plant, or you can even do it if your favorite uh, a tree is in a book. You really can. You're going to get the tactile sense of a book, yes, not of the tree that you're with itself, but we've talked enough. You know how to connect with those. And if not, then reach out and ask me and we'll figure it out, okay? Um, but just be and and say, I am. I am what? I am a leaf. I am part of the Daphne. So close your eyes if you'd like. Or keep them open and use it as that gazing type of meditation, a waking meditation, but definitely breathe deep into your belly and low back, okay? Okay, so one of the things I did forget to mention before we started this is to refer back to the meditation I did a couple times ago of about how to invite yourself in with a tree as well. So use those same techniques as well. Um, and I think I know you guys are all really good about that, but it to me, it's still the same kind of concept of inviting yourself over to your friend's house. Sometimes you just got to be polite about it, right? Even if you really want to. So if you keep those same politeness rules that we have, then do that with trees. Whatever makes you feel comfortable with that, that's how you do that with a tree as well. Um, and another point in how I really work with this as well of that I am aspect. Um, Throughout the seasons, I go out into my yard and I actually just kind of wander around. And I'm probably lost too, but that's okay. That's not a problem. Um, but what I do with that is just look and to see, is there anything that I can visibly see that's wrong? Uh, and not that I wanna focus on what's wrong, but you know how you have to take care of everything in your yard as well. So, like, I just noticed that on my Daphne, something must have brushed up against it, and a little piece of it's broken here. Well, I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with that. So I use these times also to just kinda look and see, do I have bugs on my trees in the springtime? When am I going to need to trim everything? Because that's a very important aspect of having trees as well, as we need to trim them if they're in your yard. So I just kind of wander around and look at things and touch them and see where they are and use that as my I am. So, I am the beauty of this Daphne. I am I am the pink, kind of brighter pink bud of this. And just encompassing all of that into me and into what I like, what makes me shine and what makes me happy. So that it's a great exercise to kind of wander around your yard, almost looking like you're lost, but using it as a gazing, connecting meditation or a walking meditation as well. Um, and, and that I am uh, aspect of, and that really brings in the right here, right now. That's what that is designed to do. And then the tactile aspect as well. Okay. So far more of a waking, walking, gazing type of being. Um, Equally as powerful. Very, very powerful. And some people find it easier to have your eyes open with meditation, but not actively, consciously looking. Just you just space out. That's how it feels to me. I don't know how else to describe that one, quite honestly. It's just kind of spacing out with your eyes open and deeply connecting with yourself. All right. So, what I want to do now is go into our final meditation. And I really like the affirmations that I came up with this time. They're making me pretty happy. Uh, so I want to get to that. If you're just joining in, then it's not a problem whatsoever because we're just going to do what we always do, which is taking a deep breath all the way down into your low back and the belly, and taking a couple of those deep breaths and then closing your eyes. And I'll go through and do these in different formats as well for you, okay? So, started compounding deeper meditation. Knowing that all that enters your life is sweetness. And if you're saying it to yourself, all that enters my life is sweetness. All that enters your life is sweetness. My life is like candy, sweetened to perfection. Your life is like candy, sweetened to perfection. A smile, given or received, fills me with honeyed joy. A smile, given or received, fills you with honeyed joy. A smile, given or received, fills me with honeyed joy. Okay. Go and slowly opening your eyes. And I want to thank you for being here with me and for whatever trees you are with. You know, you can always post your photos of the trees that you're with in this group. I love, love having those. I've had some recently out of the Sierras in California. They're stunning, stunning. So love it. Thank you so much for being here with us. And if you have any questions, let me know. By all means, always reach out to me. And I look forward to seeing you soon, okay? Thank you so much, my amazing tree lovers. Talk with you soon. Bye bye.